in stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore Show kicking down the door, ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four and nothing more. Andy, I just want to say what an excellent job you've done with the new song. I know you mixed and mastered that thing all together, but we were really in love with our old song until it got pirated and taken away from us. Not pirated, but it got hit with a little bit of a copyright. What's up, fellas? We're talking food tonight. Hopefully, guys, you guys like to talk food. When you first played that song originally, I was just like, man, I was so sold with our old song. I loved it so much. But now every time that song goes, top four, nothing more. Dude, I like it, man. I get jammed. Hey, look who's in the house. Dave Mattingly's in the house. Got to throw that dude a wrench. Let me throw that guy a bone. Hey, Toops is in the house. It's good to see you, buddy. Toops is going to be on the show later this month. Kev, Big Kev, childhood friend, and Isaac. You guys are just too nice, too kind. Let me throw a wrench to Dave and welcome him into the Summit Squad. So, Andy, football, crappy game tonight, huh? What's going on?
I mean, you're not a fan of it. I'm not either a fan of it, but I mean, you're definitely not a fan of it. This is what I think of Thursday night football. Broncos Raiders. That's a Thursday night football game, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's usually like Jags, Titans, you know.
Titans. I love that name, the Titans. Like the Titans of the Tundra. Anyways, so football on the night, fantasy football. Andy, I'm kind of moving up the ranks in.
I'm 4 and 5. I'm moving
up the ranks in the fantasy football side that I don't care about as much, like Rushmore Show and my son's show. The one that I care about, it's just tanking. I'm tanking for Tua. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know who I'm getting, but I'm definitely got the number one pick locked in next year. My Jets are banned for the rest of the season. Hey, look, they have made moves. They said, you know what? We want to be good sometime in the world. So that is tighten your belts. I throw that dude a wrench while I'm here. Andy, we got a good show coming on. Let's talk about you real quick. Before everybody goes, there was a let me just show you what we got in the chat just a little minute ago. Don't go nowhere. Hey, right here. There's a rumor. Rumor has it. There's a rumor that's going on that Andy is getting traded for a player to be named later. I was at the trade deadline and I worked out a deal and I got his doppelganger coming in next week, coming in hot because Andy, what on earth? It still is on Earth, but what on Earth and where on Earth are you going? I think you're giving a little tidbit on your melon there.
Well, and right here. I mean,
there it is.
It's all over the place right now. Yeah, for sure.
So where are you going?
Well, let me just tell Barry to clear the air. It's not a rumor. It is. I'm going to Argentina, 4th year in a row that we'll be going out there. On Monday. So pray for us if you're the praying kind of person. You know, obviously we will pray for that tonight. All the normal mission trip stuff. One of the big things right now, obviously with the government shutdown, is flights and just random cancellations and TSA lines that are wild. I just read today in New Orleans in the airport we're going to. Not that the TSA line was super long, but there was an erratic guy who stripped down to his underwear. And shut down TSA for a while. So if it's not long lines because of a government shutdown, it's erratic stripping down to your boxers behavior because that's just New Orleans.
New Orleans airport is really easy to get in and out now. Back when I was younger,
it's really not too bad.
It was probably harder before 9/11 to get in and out of than it is now.
They remodeled it, and it's actually like it makes sense the way that it's laid out now.
Yeah. You kind of go in and then either fork right, left, Delta, and it's good. Now Atlanta, good luck. But
We
don't
do fly into Atlanta, so I'll be in
rebuild
Atlanta for an hour.
2018. Hey, so the crazy thing is, Isaac, right? Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and one other guy, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and somebody else. Anyways, they were all told they weren't good quarterbacks, and now they're playing for other teams as good quarterbacks. That's kind of shocking. So, but
Well, it
anyway,
kind of happened with Geno Smith.
oh, Geno Smith, that's the other one. Yeah,
That's
Geno.
the other guy.
Yeah. So, well, anyways, we're talking food. Andy, this is the last 2 months in the Rushmore Show, at least for the foreseeable future, that food will be a series. We will maybe chat food up in other places. But I just drove out of Atlanta today. Why didn't you message me, dude? Should have said hello. Glad I didn't have to fly. But here's the deal. We've got 6 more episodes left of food because we listen to our fans, and here's the thing. Food isn't the most popular topic, but we have some really awesome stuff. We've got people booked, Andy, literally in January, February, full. In March and April, June, July, and August, already have at least one person, maybe 2, in every one of those months. And it's all going to be video games, music, movies, then video games, music, movies from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future. We talked it over, thought it made sense. Just there for work, had no time at all. All good, man. I'm just messing with you. But I will, and Kevin, I'll be in town in 2 weeks for St. Tammany Collectors Con. And Andy, I got to figure out what you're going to do with the stuff because I'm not staying at your house this time. I am actually I'm needing to pick all that stuff up because you're going to be in Argentina, and it probably wouldn't be appropriate for me to hang out over at your house if you're not there. So I will.
Courtney will probably. I mean, we can talk about this off air, but Courtney will bring it.
Is she going to bring it?
She's working. She'll bring it the night before, I'm sure.
Oh, that's right. She is working. So cool. But anyways,
Let me mention this. Can I say this? My wife last year, kind of last minute, got asked to work registration and everything. This year, she is managing the celebrity area. She's the manager of the celebrities. Pretty cool. So maybe you have an in on some.
So what you're saying is there's a chance that we get some interviews.
Well, you get Gunn on the show. Get Sean Gunn on the show.
We need Sean Gunn on the Celebrity Boss. I love that. Celebrity Boss. That's her new name.
She's the celebrity boss.
So, Sean Gunn. That's the only one I need on the show because we're going to preach about Guardians of the Galaxy.
It'd be cool to have Ming back on.
What's that?
It'd be cool to have Ming Chen back on.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have Ming back on. Yeah, absolutely. So, Kev says I have a couch you can crash on possibly. I haven't called Kyle yet. I was thinking I was going to do my nephew and get over there, but sure, man. Maybe. So let's talk off air. But anyways, let's get to the show, Andy. And we're talking food. And this is kind of a netherworld for me. We're talking food that doesn't involve meat.
Yeah,
okay?
I know.
So we're talking
the upside down.
It's the upside down. Speaking of that, I finally am caught up on Stranger Things.
Oh, there you go.
I'm pretty excited. About Thanksgiving.
It's really good.
Thanksgiving, just Christmas, and then New Year's is the whole show. And for the first time, I'm actually excited for a release because I actually caught up. I binge watched all of it in the last month and a half. So it's been pretty awesome. First time I preached based on a guest. I preached on They Live to honor John Carpenter. They Live is quite that is bold move, Cotton. Preaching on They Live. So that's awesome. Hey, so let's get in the show though. Dave's in the background chatting on the keyboard. So let's get him out here so he can actually talk. And Andy, we are talking. So I use the word produce, but we're basically talking about our top 4 meals, right? Entrees, if you will. I got a few desserts in there. I'm not gonna lie, but top 4 either fruit or vegetable is the star, I guess, was kind of how we talked about it. So I just said, let's go top 4 produce dishes. Now, every time I say that, I actually think of like old play school plates that have fruit and vegetables on them.
The peas.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do it. Produce dishes, top 4. I'm not there.
I was not either.
Yep. We didn't work that out very good. So here we go. Top 4 produce dishes. Right at the 10-minute mark. It's funny. I always say to our guests that show up, hey, look, it's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's usually more like 10 to 15. So we're right at the 11-minute mark. Time to get our guy out here. He hasn't been on. We were trying to figure it out since not last music series, but the music series before that. So this February, March will make 2 years since he's been on. And if I remember correctly, he was on for, was it One Hit Wonders? What? Ladies in Rock?
I think it was
Ladies in Rock? Was it Ladies?
Because there was a band that I'm going to ask him again about.
There was a weird band that he brought up.
The worst band.
The worst band ever. But anyways, let's get him out here. This is one of our inspiration fellas. 10 people in the chat. Say hello. Make sure you hit the like before you go. But first on, meet our friend right now before you hang out. He's one of the main inspirations. Andy, when I typed in on YouTube, geek preacher or geek pastor, I can find all kinds of people now, and we'll talk about it later with the Christian Creator book. But this guy's message was the first one that came up, and I remember sending it to you, being like, look at this guy, Andy. We should do something like this. And we were really awesome open to it. He's got a cool last name because my favorite baseball player of all time who just lost the World Series. Sorry, Toronto. You know what I thought, Andy? Everybody was like cheering for Toronto, except for us Yankee fans, unless you were cheering for Don Mattingly. But in my opinion, I was like, hey, look, if we have to suffer, let the whole world suffer with the Dodgers. Because if the Dodgers win, we all suffer. If Toronto wins, just Yankee fans suffer. So I'm down for the Dodgers. Take the lesser of two evils. But, at least in my opinion, welcome to the show. Our good buddy, geek preacher, guild runner, just all kinds of things. Works in tech, just smart guy, smarter than the average bear, huh, boo-boo? Welcome to the show, Dave Mattingly. I'd like to get his brother's autograph, but yeah, Dave Mattingly. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome back.
Well, thanks a lot, man. Don's my cousin, actually. Well, when I worked in New York, people would ask me, I'd say, yeah, he's my cousin. And then if you go back, yeah, he's probably like a 13th cousin or something, maybe. You know, every human is related to every other human if you go back far enough. When I worked down in Florida at NASA, you related to the astronaut? Yeah, he's my cousin,
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, a little known fact, if you've been around the show, you know that Don Mattingly has been my favorite player of all time. That's one of the reasons I'm a Yankees fan. Well, my dad is the reason I'm a Yankees fan, but they sucked really bad when I was a kid.
Hey, I did not realize we also have the world's best husband ever, too, apparently.
Oh, we do.
Come on.
We do. And it
I'm not
probably.
sure about that. I wouldn't get my vote, that's for sure.
Well, welcome
you're in
to
the
the
top
show,
four.
Tracy. Hey, look, I'm going to throw Tracy a bone. And that is what we call the wrench. We throwing it over there. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. But look, since Tracy's here, thank you for being here, Tracy. We are going to send her a parting gift of welcome to the Summit Squad. And if you're a part of the Summit Squad, just to call the guys that are hanging out in the chat right now, Kenneth, welcome back. Barry, welcome in. Kevin, all the guys that are here. If you've been here before, the Summit Squad is just what we call the community. And in you being a part of it, you would just leave your top 4 in the comments. Now, Andy, the criteria I think is pretty important today. But we are talking. So, Dave, let's get to you. Let's learn about you a little bit. You told us in the chat you used to be and back down south we say used to be. You used to be a vegan, but the doctor said quit that foolishness. And you said, hey, let's talk about some of the best vegetable-based meals or fruit-based meals. We kind of bounced it back and forth, and I was like, look, I love meat a lot, so on the vegetable-based side of meals, I don't know what I'm coming up with that's not sides. And on the fruit, if we do the fruit side, I don't know what I'm coming up with that's not desserts. We just put both in, and then that's where we landed. But you guys, I think, are going one way or the other. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. But tell us, before we get into the food, tell us about your ministry. Tell us about your geekdom, what you got going on in the world, where people can find you, and then we'll get started.
Well, people can't find me because I'm really good at hiding. I did some cybersecurity stuff for the National Security Agency for a little while. But I've been tech for a long time. I started off in the 80s at NASA, working on the shuttle program. I've worked for Homeland Security, done a whole bunch of other tech things here and there. I grew up as an atheist and didn't become a Christian until in my mid-20s. And going to engineering college, working at NASA, faith wasn't something that was really reinforced or brought up much at all. So when I came to Christ, I realized, well, something is really different with me here. And I did a complete turnaround. I wasn't saying that, I'm kind of good like I am, and I'll kind of ease my way in. No, I just, total transformation. The Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day, and mine grew at least that much. I don't have any training, any ordination, don't have any kind of title or blessing by the church. I consider myself a rogue operative for the Lord. I go out to the conventions and other strange places where nerds are, because they are my people. And I'll preach sermons about zombies, pirates, and aliens, whatever fits the area, like you do. So it's fun to really look in the weird corners of life and of Scripture, and how we can use the intersection to our advantage. I'm about to start a several-week series at my church teaching on the Song of Solomon. So that's going to be a lot of fun and embarrassing for all of us.
Whew. There you go. That's a fun one to preach through for sure. Yeah. So, man, like Kirk said, huge inspiration to what we do. It was awesome it's awesome to be, connected with you for this long and everything. But to talk about the vegetarian side of things, right? So for quite a few years, you were on that vegetarian life, which is kind of, like Kirk said, led to the topic that we're going to talk about tonight. But well, I don't know. It sounds weird asking it this way. Why?
Well, I want to get in better shape.
That's huge.
And exercise just seemed like way too much work.
Yeah, look,
I figured I can just eat better. I like eating. I'll just eat different stuff now, and that's healthier.
And you did that for how long?
Almost 10 years.
Wow. Come on. Look, there's some times when, like, some of the things we're going to talk about tonight where I'm like, man, I could eat this all the time. But then the second that a steak comes across my face, I'm like, yeah, but I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't give that up. But,
I wasn't trying to lose weight or get thinner, but within the first 3 months, I went down 3 pant sizes.
Come on. Well, hey, the proof is in the quinoa. I don't know what it would be. Can't say. Would it be in the pudding? Because you can't have the pudding there. But all right, cool deal. Well, look, we're gonna.
I know.
Hey, so before we get started, I do want to shout something out, Andy. We have all our social medias down there at the bottom, and it's been a blast having everybody kind of jumping on those social medias. We do have a new page, rushmorereboot.weebly.com, that I put in the chat. We'll talk more about that later. But before you guys head out, I do want to point towards our Facebook page. I just shared it in the comments, but we are literally 13 followers away from hitting 1,000 there. And it has never been a goal until we got this close. And I'm like, man, we are close. So if you are not following on our Facebook page yet, I will just share with you that it would be really amazing if you could do that, because we were using that side as well, going live. And so as you can see, there's some people in the chat that are actually watching on the Facebook side. If you're watching the Facebook side, say hello. And also gosh, what do you call it? The QR code that you just had up, Andy.
Oh, I'll put it back.
To our website. So this is to our website. And if you want to click on that. So yeah, we're only 13 followers away. It'd be really cool if you guys could go over there and just give that thing a follow so we can get to that 1,000 mark. But do want to share that. We have well surpassed it over on the Instagram side and the TikTok side. We do have a Facebook group too, which is inching close. We don't have any of the other ones really that we follow, like Blue Sky or anything like that, Rumble. But it'd be really nice to get that one to the 1K mark. If you could help us, that'd be really cool. Lucky number 13 followers away. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get this thing rolling, Andy. So Dave, let's do the ground rules today. So you're going to go first. It's a new series, so I go second, and Andy is finishing the show third, which is kind of not fair because he's not here 2 of these shows, and we're off 2 of these shows. So we might have to re-entertain how we're going to do that next in the 2026, Andy.
What we should do is we should take the poll results from our Instagram posts and somehow factor that into placement.
I like that. I like that because that's kind of like the all-star game in baseball. It gives a really nominal thing that doesn't mean much. It gives it some gravitas. And let's do that. I like that. So whoever gets the highest votes in 2026. We lost
our friend. That's okay. Let's talk about this for a minute. I'm sure he'll hop back right back.
Yeah, so we can use that. There he is. We can use that. And he's back from outer space. So we can use that as kind of like home field advantage. I like it. Now, what happens if our guest wins? Well,
it's just between me and you. Guest always goes.
So our guests can win, but whoever has the most votes between us.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, cool. And then we'll do that. We'll do that. We're going forward. We got to remember that. So I was also thinking, Andy, the scroll down there, we should just add the website, and we should add the website, and we should add something else, and I can't remember what. But anyways, so we should put that on the scroll. But anyways, let's get this thing going. Dave, you're first. It really means criteria. We've already learned your criteria, so you're probably going to have some really fancy, off-the-wall favorites because for 10 years, this is your jam. Maybe it is jam. I don't know. And then and so yours is going to be different. So I want you to explain kind of how you were thinking and your criteria. But we're gonna go Rosie, TJ, Jazzy, Jeff, and then break, Link, George, and then off to honorable mentions. But here's the thing. This is your favorites. Everybody in the chat, it's your 4 favorites. It's not the 4 best of all time. It's your 4 favorites. And we love to say this like in sports. Not everybody has the same favorite basketball player, football player, baseball player of all time. And that is okay. We're not talking about the actual GOAT. We're talking about if you built a Rushmore in your house that you wanted to look at all the time, not the real one. And what would it be on there? So tell us your criteria, and then you can break it down. Number 4, Rosie for Roosevelt, and kick this thing off. Don't be jelly of my jam. I like it. So let's get this thing on the road.
You got it, man. As a vegetarian for many, many years, my doctor eventually said, hey, go back to eating meat because your cholesterol is too low. I didn't know it actually gets too low. So 3-4 months ago, I went back to meat. But until then, I was veggies only. So my number 4, my Rosie, is chili. And in my case, I would generally make chili with beans and onions, sometimes with chopped up peppers, and sometimes with diced up potatoes. Throw in lots of spices, maybe another thing here or there, but those are the main things: beans, onions, peppers, and potatoes.
Nice. Chili. So here's the thing about chili. I love it. I'm here for it all the way. It never really is cold enough in Louisiana to really just enjoy a bowl of chili. I mean, there are times, but it's not ever like we don't have extended periods of time where we have that.
Right.
So
when you walk in the freezer,
I can tell you this. I love a bowl of chili in the middle of the summer. I don't care if it's cold outside. I'm not that, like gumbo, any soup or whatever. It doesn't have to be cold outside. My problem with this is my favorite chilies is the meat portion of it.
Yeah.
I don't want beans in it. I don't want beans in my chili. That's I don't want it. And but my wife, so very unlike what you're doing, I went keto for a long time, and Andy actually has done keto off and on, and it's been really successful for him. But the first time I did keto, my wife came, found a bunch of keto recipes, and her keto chili.
That keto chili, yes.
Her keto chili has like skirt steak in it and stuff, and like all this different meats, and I love it. And so when I was scrolling through things, chili was an option that I saw, and I'm like, not on a veggie side. That's one of those ones.
I could see though how if somebody like in your spot, Dave, like if you were just eating vegetables, where this would be. Really,
there's
really
enough
good.
Spices and things in there that it could really mask a lot.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the pick. This was one of the options I had, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pick a veggie chili. I'm not gonna do it. But I love the pick. So tell me the recipe again real quick.
Beans, onions, peppers, and potatoes. Not always peppers, not always potatoes, but always beans and onions.
Oh, okay. I love onions, by the way. Onions is one of my favorite vegetables. A couple weeks from now, we had Toops in the channel just a minute ago. We're gonna talk top 4 foods that you like now that you didn't like as a kid.
Nice.
And onions is probably going to be on that list some way or another, from some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Well, the trick, as Kevin Malone from The Office would say, to a good chili the trick is to undercook the onions. Everybody's going to get to know each other in the pot.
Yeah.
Every time I think of chili, it's that chili.
I'm not going to lie. That episode of The Office is one of the most memorable for me. When he spilled it all over the floor and everything.
Oh, gosh, he's wiping it up with paper. Smearing it. It's the best. It's one of the best.
All right, well, I'm going to jump in. Listen, one of the cool things about the Rushmore Show is it's our show, right? And a lot of times when we lean in and we're trying to make these lists, the criteria is important. And I'm going to be completely honest on this level. This might be, and I've said this before, but I really do believe it. There hasn't been many times that I've actually consulted with other people for my list. I came home today from work and I went right into the kitchen. My wife was cooking beef enchiladas, by the way. But she was cooking them, and I said, hey, I need some help. What are the main dishes that we make here at the house, at the Rushmore household, that doesn't involve meat? And I've got a list, but I'm just not in love with it. And she threw out a few more. This first one on the list is one she threw out, and I am now so excited I talked to her, because this is a staple in our house for probably the last, I don't know, 10 years. I don't know. It's been a while. We have this probably once every 2 weeks or so. It's easy. It's so easy. I didn't think about it. Mainly and you'll see why I didn't think about it. So one of the things I tried to do was I'm going to pick all things that don't have meat. So that's it. So like if the meal's base is not meat, it can have the other things because, vegan, vegetarian, tomato. I don't care if it has eggs. I don't care if it has any of that jazz in it, or cheese or milk or whatever. I didn't go that far into any of this because of that, because I didn't have that kind of diet plan. But I just wanted to make sure that the mains were the main, right? And there was no meat in them. And this one came up, and I was like, yes, I love it. So about once every 2 weeks, my wife kind of gets like this kick and says, you know what? It's going to be one of those nights, nice and easy. We have the whole house gets grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. And listen, it's the whole dip and deal. And that tomato soup, without the tomato soup, it wouldn't be a meal for us. And I'm like, yes, tomatoes. That's a fruit that acts like a vegetable. This is on point. So it's a thing that we do often. So usually it's 2 or 3 sandwiches cut in triangles. Sometimes it's different kind of cheese. Sometimes they're fried in different kind of breads. But the main part, my wife will refuse to make grilled cheese unless we have this tomato soup. So I'm going to go kind of cheating. I feel like I'm cheating, but that's okay because I'm like, yes, this is something we do a lot. And there's no meat in it, and I'm good with it. Grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup.
What are your thoughts on this one, Dave?
I don't think it's cheating at all. It's two foods that are one meal.
Yeah. I will say this. I get it. It totally, like, it works for this. I'm not saying anything like that. I like grilled cheese. My wife loves grilled cheese with tomato soup. I don't love soup all the time. And I'll talk about that later of why. Soup's like tomato soup where it's just liquid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, I'll dip it a few times and then I'm done. And then there's so much more tomato soup left that I feel like.
So I will say this: the type of tomato soup my wife loves to purchase is also not just like tomato soup out of a can. It's like in the jar. That's it's actually been simmered and cooked, and some good stuff is in there.
I'm not saying it tastes bad. For me, it's just I'm done with soup after about 2 bites, and like that's. You know what I mean? Like, to me, tomato soup is nothing without a grilled cheese. It's bottom tier food, unless there's a grilled cheese, which you did add. So I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. But it is for me. I'm never like I just want tomato soup. It's just hot ketchup, right? I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding.
I will second that. If I don't have a grilled cheese, I'm not eating the tomato soup.
Yeah.
And I don't always finish the tomato soup. I will say that as well. The tomato soup is more of a marinara dip.
Yeah. But what is stopping us from just doing grilled cheese with marinara on the side?
We're not, but I like it.
I mean, I've done that before for sure. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there's
like
going to be my pick.
I like the pick. That's good. She also likes to do. Now my wife does like to do tomato soup on its own, but with goldfish sprinkled in it. I don't know. It's just not. I just can't. Like unless there's ice cream in a bowl, I don't just want a spoon to feed my. I don't know. It's something about that, but
it's in my head. Chili, you can eat my chili with a fork. So
there you go.
All the thick soups,
Now, certain like stews and stuff, I'm cool with that stuff. Like as far as a soup goes, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, good pick. So I went all veggies, and part of that is because I totally dropped the ball on realizing that we were doing all produce. And by the time I realized it, I was like, I like my 4. I could force some other fruits in there to just say that I'm playing with it. So I'm going to go all veggies.
Some honorable mentions. You could bring one out or two.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I may reserve it for that time in the Benjamins. But these 4, And I at first, I mean, it was so difficult because I kept trying to think like just entrees. And if I'm being honest, there's not many, if any, entrees that I eat that I would say the vegetable's the star. Now there's vegetables in it for sure, but that it's a star. So some of mine are going to be a side. Maybe they could be considered a side or a entree, depending. But
Oh yeah, I agree.
But they could go both ways. But you'll see that as I kind of go through this. All four of these, the vegetable is the star. And I'm going to go kind of all over the place with vegetables, right? I'm not sticking to just one veggie throughout here. So you mentioned a second ago, I've actually been doing keto since this whole year, since the start of January. Pretty exciting. I'm down, as of last count, I'm down 65 pounds total for the year.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm in a size large shirt for the first time since probably like junior high school. So it's pretty fun. But one of my things that I can still eat today to some extent, after church, going to a good old Mexican restaurant is the way to go. And I love it. Now today what I'll eat, and technically I guess you could consider this on this list. I'm not using this one. But what I'll get nowadays is I'll get either a taco salad or I'll get a fajitas, right? And because I can eat that, that stuff's good. But the pick that I made for my Rosie is what did I do pre-keto? 9 times out of 10, this is what I was ordering at any Mexican restaurant that I went to. It was my favorite thing to order. And I'm going to go, now there are varieties of this that do have meat in it. Again, I'm not against those things. I think they're great, but by and large, most of them are meatless. I'm going with the good old chili relleno. Chili relleno is my pick at the Rosie. If you haven't had it, you should. It's a poblano pepper stuffed with cheese, battered, deep fried, and then covered in sauce, right? It's so simple. It's so easy, but I love the chili relleno. It's kind of one of those things, like, to me, it's an equivalent of like a chicken parm to an Italian restaurant. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to mess that up. Like, if you don't have a good chili relleno, you're probably just not good at anything as a Mexican restaurant. Same thing with chicken parm. Look, if I go to an Italian restaurant, I'm ordering. I don't even look at the menu. I go chicken parm, right? So prior to keto, I usually wouldn't even look at the menu at a Mexican restaurant. I get a chili relleno, right? But this is my pick. I'm going Rosie chili relleno. It's literally just a chili on a plate with all those things that I mentioned. But that is my Rosie. I haven't had one in a while because of the whole keto thing, but chili relleno.
Is Dave related to Don? If so, we would have a lot more viewership right now, especially since he just kind of left Toronto, which I'm okay with. But no, he's not. But he says he is, by the way. You missed that portion, Barry. I'm going to say this. I've never even thought to order this. Not one time. And
you're not a Mexican restaurant guy, though.
Well, I was going to say that. Mexican is a bottom tier.
Wild.
Wait, bottom tier restaurant for me.
Yeah. I still.
I like when somebody's like, we're driving around and like, hey, what do you want? Mexican never pops in my brain. Not one time. There's
never leaves my brain.
I will say this though, there's never been a Mexican food that I can't say never, but you get the point. It's like one of those, like, there's not many Mexican foods I've ever eaten been like, this sucks. But it's just not something that I love, right? I just had 4 enchiladas tonight. I love my wife's enchiladas. So let me just say what I'm going to order. I love Taco Bell. Right? I love Taco Bell. I'll eat the whole menu. They don't have
Taco Bell
chili relleno at Taco Bell. So, but anyways, at a Mexican restaurant, I'm going in and I'm looking for one of 2 things. I am looking for their chimichanga, and I am okay with the chicken, the beef, shredded, not shredded. I like the deep fried whole deal. And if they don't have a chimichanga on board, I'm going with the fajitas. That's me. And I get nervous. You know what? I get nervous at a Mexican restaurant, and because it's all in Spanish, and half the time I don't know what I'm ordering, and I like ordering what I know. And so this I've probably looked at and been like, I have no idea what that is, and I just kept going.
They're simple but so delicious.
Is Taco Bell really food? No, it's not, but I love it.
Dave, you like the chili rellenos? Have you had those?
I've had them. They're not among my favorite Mexican dishes, but yeah, they are definitely worth trying at least once, Kirk.
It's like a fair food that you're getting on the plate.
I had to look it up and go, what even is this?
Come on.
And I saw it and I was like, oh, I've seen that on somebody else's table before. Never knew what that was called.
Yeah. If you ever had stuffed peppers as a dish, it's like that, except it's a big flat single pepper stuffed with cheese.
It looks like a huge pepper. I mean, that is huge.
That's what it is. It's a poblano pepper.
That thing is massive. I'm looking at it here, and they look good. Are they stuffed with? Is it stuffed with cheese? Is that
stuffed with cheese? Stuffed with cheese. Yeah.
And that looks kind of like an enchilada sauce on top. The one I'm looking at.
It's basically a vegetarian enchilada. I would.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's probably not something I'm ordering. Spanish food trucks are the best. Oh, here's a hot take. I do not like street tacos. I don't like corn tortillas.
You don't like corn tortillas. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I love corn tortillas, but I understand the hate for them.
I love tacos. I don't like them, and so I don't like that like grainy.
I love
where they don't fold correctly. They kind of break in whatever. They're weird. I don't like them. There's not many foods I don't like in this world, and it is one of them. I would much rather have a flour tortilla or a crunchy tortilla as opposed to the kind of like middle of the road, kind of not crunchy, not soft. They're weird to me. I don't like it. But there is a place that Aaron and I go to. Aaron is my he's the STEM teacher, Dave, over at my school. Me and him are like, best friends at work. And whenever we have like a half day or a, one of those days where we can actually leave and go to lunch, we go to his little taqueria that is over in the middle of nowhere, and it has nothing in English. And I love when they give you the number like 133 and they say it in Spanish. We're all like looking around like, is that me? And their quesadilla, just regular old quesadilla, cheese. If you want chicken on it, cool. Just their cheese quesadilla is probably the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life. And I would have never gone there without him because I'd have been like, nah, I would never pull in this joint. He loved it. And I was like, well, what's the best? And it is amazing. So I'm open to trying things like this because I bet I would love it. But I just get nervous in a Mexican restaurant. I really do, especially if they have a huge menu. And especially if I'm there, if I'm there without people that's not my people, like not my wife. I'm sitting there with other people and they're like, hey, what are you ordering? And I'm like, what are you getting? Where's the chimichanga?
I'll take combo number 1, whatever that is. Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't eat the stem. Well, why is that?
Well, you said stem, and it made me think stem of a relleno.
Oh.
It's just a pepper stem.
Oh, it was a stem joke. I get it.
Yeah, because it's a stick at that point,
Well, all right. First round is in. So we got chili, we got grilled cheese, tomato soup, and we have chili relleno. So chili made top 1 and top 4.
The word chili.
Yeah, the word. It's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, not quite
the same thing. My next pick is the red hot chili peppers.
Oh.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Give it away now.
All right, so Dave, you're up. This one is TJ Jazzy Jeff. You don't really need to give any criteria now. You could just jump right in. You could surprise us. But what is your third on your list of Veggie Tales food?
Well, my general criteria is veggie dishes that I could eat over and over and over and probably never get tired of. Just put them on rotation and have them every week. My second choice, my TJ Jazzy, is lasagna. Veggie lasagna.
Oh, nice.
Cheese, and then what veggies I throw in depends on what I'm in the mood for and what I have handy. I like broccoli on my lasagna. I like squash. I like mushrooms. I like spinach. I like onions. A lot of things that could go in there, but noodles, cheese, and veggies for some sort of veggie lasagna.
Very nice.
Yeah, so let me talk on this real quick.
Yeah.
Lasagna is a top tier Rushmore food for me. We have lasagna every week.
Nice.
And I say every week, probably at least once every 2 weeks as well. This is on the menu. And my wife don't make it from scratch. She usually buys the Stouffer's meat.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you why. Because there's no ricotta in it. And whenever I go and get it from like a restaurant or I get it from a cafeteria, like at school or wherever, it's always got ricotta in it. And I am not a ricotta fan. And so I love that one. If I get it at a Italian restaurant or I get it at a whatever, I'm always peeling that out. And every single time I've ever had a veggie style lasagna, ricotta is a big part of it. And I'm just kind of turned off on it. Veggie lasagna was in my list as well today. And I was sitting there thinking, man, I don't hate the veggie portion of it. I hate, maybe if I had somebody make it without, like from scratch, I would probably love it. But I get turned off with that ricotta cheese in there for whatever reason. My daughter puts ricotta on everything. On everything. Hunks of it on her pizza. Hunks of it like, she just loves ricotta. I'm not a big fan.
Now, I know you can't use cottage cheese in place of ricotta, but I'm not a cottage cheese fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I want to say hey to Fox Play Gaming in the house.
There he is. Hey, Fox, man, we love you. We love you. Love having you. Fox, if you're listening, I know you reached out and said, hey, I'd love to get on the show again. We'd love to have you back on. Our video games is getting booked, and I think we're going to have you on in music or movies. We just got to figure out when you want to be on. Pick a Thursday. What does the Fox say? Well,
yeah, I'm on the same page as you, Kirk, with the ricotta thing. But what I come to find out, ricotta in the traditional lasagna sense is not an element of it. In from what I've heard, at least I guess the Italian version of it is ricotta's not.
I love that Stouffer's meat lasagna. I can eat the whole pan.
But I will say this: veggie lasagna is really good. I come from a family of Sicilians, and my mom's side of the family.
I'm a Sicilian sailor sailing 7 seasons. Sorry,
but we've had that before for sure, and it's, you go to these family gatherings and there's way too much food there because there's way too many people there, and we've had the veggie lasagna. Now I know everybody's kind of got their own kind of twist on it and things, way that they do things, but to me, as much as I love meat and things, like pasta doesn't have to have meat in it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to. There's a lot of really good pasta dishes that are meatless. That are maybe they're not like completely veggie forward either, but they doesn't have to have the meat in it for me. Now, I like the meat in it for sure when it does have that. But
where's the beef?
There's some really good ones out there. The veggie lasagna is definitely one of those two.
Yeah,
you did take a binge.
I'll say this: pasta, in a sense, just pasta, was one of the easiest things that I could come up with in the show today. Different kinds of pasta.
Yeah.
Removing the meat, and I was good with it. Now, I would probably prefer the meat 90% of the time, but if it didn't, like if I was at a place and it was just sauce with vegetables or more of a hearty whatever, I was for it. I was all for it, for sure.
Yeah.
One nifty trick with lasagna, if you make it yourself, they now have an oven-ready lasagna. You don't have to boil the lasagna noodles. It's a dry noodle like you would just get in the box with like spaghetti or something else, but you just put it in the pan and then put on your sauce and your other things, and you don't have to do anything special with it. It's magic.
Well, I want somebody kind of slaving over that noodle and like pressing it and rolling it and I'm just kidding. I've never really had, maybe at a couple Italian restaurants, I've never really had fresh
So do you have to do that? Do you have to do that with the Stofers? It's really hard to put the whole Stofers thing through the
It
pasta.
is. You got to push it to the washboard and you kind of
It
squeeze it
just
all
makes
out.
it so much of a mess.
Yeah.
It's more hassle than it's worth.
Yeah. And you know what's good about the Stofers, Andy? That
Everything. I love Stofers.
burnt cheese around the outside.
Listen, I was about to say it. It doesn't matter what kind of lasagna you make. I want the corner piece of it. It's the best bite of food. I mean, it's the corner brownie, it's the corner baked mac, it's the corner lasagna, it's the corner whatever. That cheese jerky that's on the side, I can eat that. I could just eat that.
How can we package that?
Burnt ends. There's something about food.
I'm seeing you. Yeah, well, message us. Hey, I like a good stew with veggies in it and potatoes. To put my George. Wait, hold on.
Crock
to put
pots.
my George out there. Crock pots are awesome. Yeah, dude, crock pot meals, especially when we first got
that completely revolutionized the game.
Crock pot meals were the thing, and my wife still does them quite a bit.
Throw everything in there. Go to work. Come back home. You got dinner.
So I'm gonna jump in, and Andy, I was really. This one came from my wife too. And you were talking. What, pastas and things that didn't have meat. This is one of the things that my wife made. And actually, Andy, you've probably had this. When you came over, we did it a couple times. But my wife, during my keto time, would make this. And then she'd make it 3 different ways. One was just the sauce, which I'm going to talk about this time. The other time was more of a spaghetti sauce with meat. And the third one was kind of a shrimp fettuccine-ish. But she makes these spaghetti squash boats and just covers them in sauce and bakes them. And whether it's Alfredo sauce, tomato sauce, whatever. But the star is this spaghetti squash vegetable, and you carve that thing almost completely out. And I love all 3, but I'm going to go with the fettuccine Alfredo without the chicken, basically, but a spaghetti squash. You cut that squash in half, right, and it becomes not only the food but the bowl. And man. I could eat that right now, and I just had 3 enchiladas. I want that right now. She reminded me of it, and I was like, yeah, we had that a lot during my keto time because it's just vegetables and meat and sauce, and it is fantastic.
I love this pick. We have a spaghetti squash on my counter right now. We love spaghetti squash. It is so good. Like you said, doing the keto thing and not necessarily having all the noodles and different. I have been adding a few carbs lately because I'm about to go to Argentina and I want to prepare my stomach to, not die while I'm in Argentina. But typically it's going to be the spaghetti squash when we're doing noodles. There's different noodle alternatives in keto, and I hate it.
And I kind of like most of them.
I hate all of them other than spaghetti squash. Like
really?
They have that one that you get in a bag of water. Have you had those?
Yeah, I love them.
I hate those. They smell like fish. It's
heart of palm and all of those.
Disgusting.
I love them.
Disgusting.
Like them.
But the spaghetti squash, now that's the real deal because you put a little olive oil, some seasening on the spaghetti squash when
Usually
you roast
she puts mozzarella or Parmesan all over it, or it's got those burnt in cheese ends,
Yeah.
You're peeling it, yeah. So
my daughter actually really loves spaghetti squash too, so that's kind of cool that she's
the one thing I don't like about spaghetti squash and all the alternatives, Andy, you brought this up, is they are very high in water. And so sometimes that sauce will get very liquidy. And so you have to have a lot thicker sauce or meatier, when I say meatier, heartier sauce, because if not, it will get really, really thin. Yeah. So
what do you think about
Dave
squash,
says,
Dave?
I used to slice yellow squash and back them in garlic
And bake
akin
them,
to
sorry, bake
potato
them, garlic.
chip. Oh, bake them. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's good.
Oh, I bet that's good.
You like the
that's
spaghetti squash, Dave? Did you have some of that as a
I've
vegetarian?
had it before. Yellow squash is my favorite of the squashes.
Okay.
I'll have some others now and then, but yellow is the one that always calls to me.
Yeah. So that's going to be my TJ today. Andy, 11 of you still hanging out here, listening to Vegetable Dishes. Thanks for being here. We love you. Make sure you hit the like button and hang out. Drop your top 4 favorite veggie or fruit dishes. Okay.
Yeah.
Andy, you're up.
Yeah. Well, that's it's interesting that we have still 10 here. That they even care at all. So that's good. But for my next one, I mentioned on your last pick, Kirk, that I'm not a big soup guy. But when it's just like a broth or just a liquid or just a whatever. Patrick, is the food in Argentina any different? Is it more vegetable based? Let me answer this Argentina question real quick. They love steak. They are very well known for their steak and their red meat there. However, there are some vegetable things that we do there. Most of the time, we're eating steak. If I had to give you Rushmore of Argentina foods, just like a staples, always the steak. Empanadas of some kind. They got all kinds of different stuffing, usually just meat and cheese in those. Sometimes potatoes, right? Potato salad is big over there, but steak, empanadas. What else will we throw on there? We'll throw pizza, believe it or not, in Argentina is very big. And then I'll do sandwiches, right? Big on the sandwiches, but like big, kind of like po' boy, sort of in that sense of sandwiches. So there's definitely vegetables there. But I would not say that that's the staple out there. So anyway, going into my pick, I mentioned I'm not a big soup guy. However, when it does happen to get cold here enough, this was a staple from my childhood. And this is just one of those things that I love to this day. And it's very simple, but I love vegetable soup, right? Vegetable soup. I'm talking about the one that's got the potatoes, the lima beans, the green beans, the tomatoes, just onions, the carrots, the everything. It's almost like a stew, right? It's brothy, but it's so chunky with all of the different vegetables in it. That is my favorite soup to have. And I'm not a soup guy, right? My top 4 soups would be vegetable soup, vegetable soup, vegetable soup, and vegetable soup. I mean, it's like the 4 that I want. Yeah, I love vegetable soup. Again, like I said, having that as a kid a lot growing up, my mom would make it all the time, or when it would get during the winter and stuff, we would have that. I try to get my wife to make that sometimes too, but she doesn't like lima beans and stuff. But I am a big fan of vegetable soup. Very basic vegetable soup, but it has to be homemade. I don't like the vegetable soup I don't like any soup really from a can unless you're using it as like a base for something, an ingredient or whatever. But yeah, that's where I'm going.
Hey, so 3 Good Nerds is here. Hello, 3 Good Nerds. Justin's in the house. Thick veggie soup is a great option. And Tracy says eggplant parm, broccoli rice mushroom casserole, southern greens, so turnips, mustard collards, and cream spinach are my top 4, not in any order. Howdy, says Justin. Patrick's got a green light. That means he is a good old member. That sounds really good, Dave. And Barry's saying hello to Justin. Justin, are you here because you heard Mattingly was going to be here? Oh, yeah, broccoli rice casserole is amazing. Yeah, Mattingly is here. He is also a Don Mattingly fan. And
live from Toronto.
Yeah, live from Toronto. That'd be awesome. Yeah. So, out of all the soups,
yeah,
this one is just middle of the road for me. It's not it. So we love Breadbasket and all those guys. To me, this guy's kind of like a 6th man. He's just a bench warmer for me. He's not.
But a 6th man's really important.
Right, he's important, but he's not the star of the show. I'll tell you, if you give me a good vegetable soup but you take the lima beans out. I'm not a fan.
What is it about lima? I love lima beans.
I don't like the texture of a lima bean. I don't like the texture. I want it more mushy.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like it's almost like they're not cooked enough ever. And I'm not a good fan. I'm not a big fan of the lima bean. But I tell you what I do love. That's kind of akin to this, kind of very close to it. And akin, I use that word because Dave used it. It's kind of close to that. Is cabbage soup, and it's not on my list today. But cabbage soup basically is just vegetable soup, but the main dog is cabbage. And I have lost a ton of weight in 1 week being on a cabbage soup diet. Let me tell you. But don't get around me.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless they're in the bathroom, they're probably not around you.
You've lost a lot of weight. You've lost a lot of friends from that. In one week.
Yeah. But basically, cabbage soup is not but vegetable soup. Just that main star is cabbage. And I like cabbage. I do like cabbage a lot. I love this pick because I love soup. It's just not this. I have some soups on my list today that I have on this great list, and this one's not close. So yeah, good. Do you like lima beans? Do you like lima beans, Dave?
One veggie type soup that you might like, tying in with my TJ pick. You can look up a recipe for lasagna soup.
Ah.
Ooh. I like it.
But to me, it would take away the crispy edge.
And I like a good soup. You know, I already had tomato soup, but I like a good soup, man. I'm not, man. When one of my very fond memories as a kid was a good old chicken noodle soup being sick and sitting at home wrapped up in the blanket,
watching The Price is Right.
Yeah, no whammies. Stop. Yeah. Press Your Luck was kind of the one I can remember. Yeah, and have chicken noodle soup,
the ginger ale, the saltines, the whole health pack.
Now, Dave, you bring up a good point. Ginger ale. Ginger ale. Okay, so in a few weeks, Andy.
In a few
weeks, we're talking about things you didn't like as a kid that you do now. Right? Things that you didn't like as a kid that you do now.
Uh-huh.
This is one of those ones that I really liked as a kid. And I don't know that I don't remember it not being this good. Like, I don't like it. I remember it being much better. I used to go drink ginger ale on like camping trips and stuff with my dad. And we'd always have like ginger ale. But I don't know. The couple of ginger ales that I've had more recently, I haven't really liked them. They're very much like seltzer water to me. They're I don't know. I just love my sugar, I guess, too much. Hey, look at this, Brock Bowers. Let's go. Go Raiders tonight. Go Raiders. You don't hear me say that very often. But anyways, Mount Rushmore of Price is Right games, since you're talking about the games.
What are the Price is Right games? I mean, like, other than spinning the wheel.
Price is Right games. So let's go with
Plinko and, all the
Plinko is a good one. But what's the one where you try to win the car and you have to guess the numbers? That one's always that one. Obviously the Showcase has got to be one of them, huh? The Showcase. Brock Bowers is a great dog. Yeah, he's a dog. But he's on my fantasy team too, the one that's losing. Mainly because he's been hurt all year. So Zach's in the house. I didn't even realize that was Zach talking. Zach, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Zach, I need you to be back on the show. Do you want to do a music or a movie theme? Come on. We need you back on the show. Music or a movie theme, Zach? What you down for? We'd love to have you back on. Patrick Little, you ever want to come on the show? I mean, literally, we need to have you on the show. We've almost had Patrick McCaskill the other day, but it didn't happen. The hiker one, where he's yeah, that one. Hey, Prime One in the house. Prime is an amazing guy. You guys, I wish Prime had more content that you go check out. He does have a YouTube channel, so you go check him out. But Prime's a good dude. Anyways, we're talking vegetable foods. Andy, you're up. Finish the first half. Let's go to commercial.
I did finish. I
Veggie
went
soup.
vegetable soup.
Yeah. That was your second half. Okay, so we're at the commercial break. So Andy, cue up that beautiful bean footage, and we'll get that ready here in a second. But here's some things that I want to let you guys know. 12 of you in the chat, make sure you hit the like. Rushmore reboot.weebly.com. Can you bring up the QR code right here? Right here. And Andy's going to bring up that QR code. If you guys hit that QR code, you can also go to it. I've dropped it in the chat a couple times, and I will continue. We have we've been building this. Well, Andy, it is the look. Here we go. Let's get that closer. So, Coalition Christian Creators Directory, and essentially inside of it is over 130 different Christian creators. Actually, Barry, you are in this book as well. Barry's in the book. Definitely would love to come back on soon. Movies or music? Okay, movies or music. Because all we're doing now, Zach, is we're doing video games, movies, and music, and video games is booked. Andy, zoom into me real quick.
Crash into me.
Yeah, crash into me. All right, so here we go. Right there is Dave's entry, and it says Dave Mattingly. It has Dave's website and his Instagram, and it says writer and geek preacher blending faith with fandom over 2 decades. And there's a sub under it, a sub portion under it, and it says Christian Gamers Guild, which he has been a part of. And it's an international fellowship of Christian RPG and tabletop gamers since the 90s. So that is in here. Barry, you're in here up in the front, obviously, because it's an alphabetical. But Barry, it says faith-positive streamer who shares walks and nerd conversations. His channel creates a prayer-friendly, encouraging community around the Word of God. And there's Barry's entry right there. These are all Christian creators that love the Lord, and they talk more than just Jesus, which is awesome. Like, you go to Barry's channel, he talks Auburn, he talks sports, he talks Alabama things. He walks around his yard. We love him, man, and we love him having here.
Sometimes he plays harmonica.
And sometimes he does play harmonica. You can find this on our website right here and see all 130 of them. Go support all these guys. These guys are so amazing. Go support every single one of these dudes. And yeah, because they're doing some really cool work for the Lord. So you can see it if you go to the webpage. If you see it on the desktop. So on the desktop, if you go on your phone, you have to download it. It's right under the prayer request. But if you go on your desktop, you can actually read it and look at it right there on your desktop. Now, also, Andy, I just said something really cool. Prayer request. This week, we have a prayer request from our buddy Javier. Javier says, continued prayer for strength. This is a prayer that was sent in through the website to our page. And it was our first real prayer that we've got since the website went live. If you've ever need prayer requests, jump on over there to the ministry tab and drop in any of your prayers. I don't have to read them out online if you want them to be, between us. But I would love to pray for strength for Javier tonight. I would also love to pray for Andy's going to Argentina, and he's going to do a mission trip. So I'd love to pray for that too at the end of this. And I don't see him in here yet, but I would love to pray for PCG, Poetically Christian Gamer, the blind gamer. His wife is struggling, not struggling, but she has been fighting the good fight against cancer for the last several months. So I want to pray for those 3 at least. If you have any other prayer requests, drop them in the chat. I want to pray for those before we head out and that. So, Andy, let's do something a little different. Show them some of our crazy sponsors our maybe that, since we're talking beans and vegetables, drop that beautiful bean footage of our favorite coffee.
All right. Well, check out the official coffee of the Rushmore Show, the Village Coffee.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Dude, that's amazing. Rushmore. Hopefully we have our own blend soon. Here's another thing I want to share, Andy. We haven't done our new guys yet. Is it loaded?
Yeah.
So let's do our new buddy, part of the Culture Box. Culture Box, guys, is every one of the Culture Box guys are in here, by the way. Culture Box is, I think, now 7 different creators that are like-minded for the gospel, doing geeky, nerdy things, and we just support each other. We're led by El Capitan Francisco over at Retro Rewind Podcast, and probably Dallas over at Geek Devotions. But we have a new creator that's joined us, our buddy Nathan. He was on the show a couple weeks ago. Andy, let's show him Monster Vault.
Yeah, check it out. Here we go.
Hey Kaiju lovers, looking for a podcast that's a fun listen and takes big monsters seriously? Then check out the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. Host and film curator Nate Marchand and his rotating roster of guest hosts take academic yet fun deep dives into the wide world of giant monster films and TV, discussing their artistic merits or lack thereof, and their historical and cultural contexts, giving you a greater appreciation for an underappreciated genre. You'll hear about Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and more, while also getting a crash course in toku topics, ranging from history to sociology to science. Along the way, you'll hear audio drama segments chronicling Nate's many misadventures on Monster Island with a colorful cast of characters, like his intrepid producer, Jimmy from NASA. So pay a visit to the Monster Island Film Vault at monsterislandfilmvault.com.
Bro, that is one of the best ones you've done. And I just got reminded I never sent you the new scripts for some of our new buddies, because we're about to drop some more members, and we have a ton of members that are a part of our show. And we've only been really supporting 3 of them. That's Iowa and Bryce and Dark Link. But we have Koi Fish, and we have a couple others that we need to do. And I'll send you those scripts. I'll probably work on them tonight after we get off of this. 12 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like. Thanks for being here. Andy, let's talk about one of our members today. It's going to be one of those 3. We just did Iowa, I don't think. Oh, you just did Dark Link, I think. We could do Iowa or Bryce. Share one of them.
Well, we did Iowa, I think the one right before that. So let's circle back to our buddy Bryce J.W.
Yep.
Bryce J.W. is a full-time content creator, collector, and streamer, spreading kindness one video at a time. From epic Geometry Dash runs and Nintendo streams to game hunting vlogs and podcasts, Bryce leads the Anime Armada, a welcoming, positive community for gamers and geeks of all kinds. No hate, just heart. Join the crew at youtube.com/@BryceJW.
So good. So good. 13 of you in the house. Speaking of 13, last I checked, we were 13 likes away from 1,000 over on the Facebook side. We have a Facebook group and we have a Facebook page. I'm talking about the Facebook page, but go like them both. That would be great help for us. If all 13 of you aren't on there already and you went and did that, we'd hit 1,000. So go do that tonight. And matter of fact, you guys can hit the right click on the 3 buttons and you can share it to up to 1,000 people. That'd be really cool. Share it to 1,000 of your friends. and let them come and get some love, because all we do is share about Jesus and pop culture. So help us out. Just go do that. And Andy, one more thing before we head out. Not this weekend, but next weekend, you are going to be in Argentina, but I will be back home in Louisiana doing St. Tammany Collectors Con. And this year, Sean Gunn is the main guest, as well as Ming Chen is back, and a few other folks. The guy from Scream is there, another couple guys. And also, Andy, something that we probably can talk off air, but we were confirmed to be having a table at Cajun Con if we would like it. So Cajun Con is going to be one of the biggest conventions in the South, in Louisiana. That one's in December 5th and 6th. If we'd like to have that table, we can get it. He finally got back with us. But this weekend, I will be preaching the gospel through the lens, the parable of Guardians of the Galaxy. So come visit us. I'm going to put out a Facebook request, a Facebook group or page or event. Go and hit the event. Come join us and check out our message. You can watch us online. I'll go live in 2 weeks, 2 Sundays from now. I'll be live at 11 o'clock Central Time, or roughly around that time, with the message on Guardians of the Galaxy. Be on the lookout for that, and come and visit. Come take a picture. Come hang out with us. Come spin the wheel. Come get on the show. It's just going to be me there this year. I need some friends to come in. Oh, and Cannon will be there too. Cannon is coming to help. But Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU film. It's one of the best, definitely. I think I want to preach on Groot, but we'll go from there. So, Andy,
can I give you a little inside scoop about something on the con that was talked about in passing that we may try to work into it? Because there's only 9 people on here, I think I could maybe tell you. They were talking about trying to get a giant Groot Christmas tree there, which would be really cool.
That would be
really
awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite comic book, to be honest. And to be honest, I don't know if I've ever read a Guardians comic book. I don't know. Like my main introduction is the movies to Guardians. I always saw it out there, but it wasn't one that I actually gravitated to. Anyways, will you preach as Groot? I am Groot. I am. Look, that might get somebody saved. I don't know. I mean, I would just say I am Groot, and they'd be like, "What did you talk about, Jesus?" So, hey, let's get back to
Groot. The Groot and the Groot. John 14:6.
Yeah. Groot 3:14. Yeah. So, Dave, you're up. We call him Link. A link to the past. We call him Link. This is number 2 on the mountain. Let's get back in the show. What's your second favorite produce dish of all time?
Dave, I have to be honest. Back when Papa John's was first starting, I started delivering for them when they had 5 stores, a very small company. And at the time, we could take a pizza home every night. And they said, you'll get sick of eating pizza in 2 weeks. 7 years into it, I never got tired of eating pizza every day. But I did change up my toppings. I got tired of what I used to like. I'd do something else. But the one topping I never got tired of on a pizza is onion. Just plain onion pizza.
Really?
My Link. It's amazing.
Well, I listen. I would devour an onion pizza right now. I promise you that. Like I would go to town on one of those. But interesting that we would go there. I mean, I always think of like Supreme Pizza as like that one that people would gravitate to when they're talking about, which I know there's some meats and stuff on there, but maybe the veggie pizza, the things like that. But I bet an onion pizza would be just bonkers.
So, I'm not going to go exactly onion pizza. Exactly. I was kind of leaning more to a veggie pizza, but onions is one of those main toppings I want.
Onions and mushrooms.
Veggie pizza was my number 5 today.
Wow.
So I'm not going to yank it out. Veggie pizza, like I love a meat lover's pizza, but onions is a big one. Since you brought pizza up, I'm going to skip that one. But veggie pizza would have been my number 5 today. So, or at least 6. So that's a good pick. I like it. I love mushroom, and I love it as far as the vegetable side of things. I love like a margarita with the big tomatoes. Those I like those, but a little bell pepper never went wrong with that either. So I'm not an olive guy though. My wife loves olives. My wife loves olives. I don't hate them. I'm not going to picking them off, but I would prefer not to. Hey, Dark Link in the house. We just did some videos. We could have thrown Dark Links up knowing he was there. And Religious Fanboy, welcome in. Religious Fanboy is also in the Christian Creators Directory. The love of money is Groot of all kinds of evil. I love that. I miss that. So another interesting veggie pizza is potato pizza. Hey, I will say this. There is a special topping out there that you always hear about it, but you hardly ever see it. And I love it. And it's not vegetables, but it's anchovies. And
I love anchovies.
Dude, like it's like nowadays, if I ever go to a pizza place and I ask them if they have it, they're like, no, like we don't carry that. But like I remember back when I was a kid, like Pizza Hut, anchovy pizza on that bar, and nobody gets that anymore because they're like, ugh. But it's just really salty meat.
Speaking of Pizza Hut.
Speaking of Pizza Hut.
This is like my prized possession.
Listen, pizza, you can't go wrong with pizza.
Let me say this about pizza.
Tacos and burgers and hot dogs. Those 4 are like the general, like, I don't think I can go wrong.
While we're here talking about pizza, let's pit stop on this for a second. Because it's on brand for our show tonight too, but let's take it a different route.
Thanks for lurking, Dark Link. We love you, man.
Where are we at? Where do we stand on pineapple on pizza? Kirk, I know where you stand, but Dave,
I had pineapple on my pizza today.
I love pineapple pizza, but what were you thinking, Dave?
Oh yeah, I love it. I started
thank
eating
you.
pineapple pizza back in, I don't know, 89, 90.
So you talk about cooked fruit. I'm sorry. I like cooked.
Oh, a grilled pineapple slice?
I like cooked pineapple.
Oh yeah, they're very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like cooked pineapple. Tracy, Dave's wife does bot.
She does not like.
Does not love onion.
Oh, well, he did say he ate it back in when Papa John's or whatever Pizza Hut had 5 locations. So maybe it's.
So did you get to meet? Did you get to meet Papa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We just switched to Papa John's for our youth ministry pizza.
Cool.
Yeah. That'd be a great sponsor. I would love to have Papa as a sponsor. Yeah. So hey, make
no
sure
longer
you
with the
guys. Hey, I keep saying this tonight because I know people are going to pop in and out. You're going to lurk. Make sure you hit the like button. What I've noticed on these lives is that if you can get that like button to the 20 or 30 or even 40 spot, it's doing really good. That like button is so important to me, what I think in the lives. I see the results differently. So if you're hanging out there lurking, all cool, hit that like for us. Andy, I'm up. Now, this one is a flip of a coin. I wasn't sure if I was going to put this on the top 4, if I was going to put the other on the top 4. I'm going to do it. You kind of said earlier we're going to talk entrees. I mean, I've had this as a full meal. I don't know that it would be an entree, but I've definitely had this as a full meal. I'm going to lean into a fruit, and it's got to be a dessert, and it is my favorite dessert of all time. Andy, you can announce it for us because I'm sure you're going to know it, but I'm going with apple pie. Listen, I've had apple pie for dinner. I have. I love apple pie. I love apple turnovers. I love apple, like going to the store and getting that little what is Bon Appetit apple turnover?
Yeah. The little Danish apple
No,
Danish.
Oh, yeah.
The Hubig's pie, apple pie. If it's got cooked apples in it, I'm here for it. Just cooked apples as a side. Love it. The cinnamon, the sugar. One of our good friends, Andy, Kevin Brannon. You know, he makes a mean lattice apple pie. And I actually froze one for a whole year for the next Thanksgiving, the last time he was here. I almost made it at the bottom because it's not really the go-to. But when we said fruits and vegetables, this is the only way I'm getting a fruit on here when it's the star, and it's got to be apple pie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
We've already done a show on pie.
yeah. Yeah.
But I'm only
Do you
putting
remember?
one.
Do you remember? And maybe this is me as a kid, because like kids' cuisine was a big thing when I was a kid, and you would get that little side was either a brownie or they had like the cooked apple.
The cooked apples, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wet
cooked apple.
jumpsuit apple lattice. I love that.
I will say this about apple pie: the crust does make it. I mean, as much as the apple's the star. Yes, the apple's the star. But there's something about when that crust.
Yeah,
is
if
just
you have
right.
that crust that's too doughy or too
But no,
like
here's what I'll
too much
say:
flour in your mouth.
the number one is a good apple crumble.
Oh,
Give me that crumble all day. Oh my god!
I like when the crust is like glazed with that sugar heaven.
Come on now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Ain't nothing
For
wrong with
morning,
that.
start off with.
I'll say
This is why I have to go on a diet every 5 months. Is because I make things like apple pie at dinner.
Yeah, I think if you can get it in the produce section, we're going to count it today, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna count it.
you know what I mean? And you get
It's
apples in
already
the produce
counted.
section.
It's already counted.
Although at my
And I need
Walmart,
Brock Bowers to catch more than one pass for 31 yards.
brownies are near the produce section at my Walmart, so maybe that's considered. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, that's a good pick. I knew apple pie would make an appearance today for sure. And there's
Well, brownies, they come from chocolate, which comes from a bean. So technically it's a vegetable, right? Yeah.
isn't
Hey,
everything a vegetable if you think about it?
I'm just going to share this with you, Andy. The one I knocked down, which is going to be number 5, which I don't think anybody's going to pick today, so I think it's safe, is a soup.
Okay.
It's a soup. I almost brought it in number 2.
Okay.
But I would have had 2 soups in the top 4.
2 soups in the top 4. That was my band name back in the day.
That would be cool. 2 soups in the top 4. Bowling for soups.
Bowling for soup. There you go. That's a good one.
Sorry for the typo. I dropped my glasses. LOL. Dave and I share a love for pizza, but our toppings preference are vast.
All right, so
do you all
Tracy's
do the
ordering a
half
pizza,
pizza?
Dave. Tracy's
The
ordering a
half?
pizza. What is she getting? What is the pizza she's going with?
We'll wait till she's a guest.
Oh, okay. That's good. I like that. Set it up. There we go. Yeah. Funny story about pizza, real quick, while I'm on this Argentina kick. We went to a place in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and they're in New Orleans tonight. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Anyway, so we went to this pizza place.
Boy.
They're going to play the Phineas and Ferb song?
Yeah, of course they are. But anyway, so there's this whole section of the menu, and I found out that it's kind of like an Argentina thing. Mayonnaise pizzas.
Oh.
Hey,
Good luck.
speaking
Yeah.
of mayonnaise pizza, everybody that came a little early got to watch you eat mayonnaise and vanilla wafers,
Yeah?
which is a challenge that Barry challenged him with. And I've
Yes.
seen it more than just the challenge. There are people actually out there that like it.
Yeah, and there's I guess there's something for everyone. But that's not for me, for sure. All right.
I still
Well,
need to do it. I still need to try it.
Yeah, go for it. Have fun.
All right.
Oh, the apple pie from McDonald's too.
Oh,
That's a banger too, right
hey,
there.
but you know what? I love it. Actually,
It's
I
not
got
good
one the
now.
other day on Halloween. We stopped at McDonald's on the way home. We went to a cool place for Halloween this year, Andy. A couple towns over, they actually like shut the whole town down, and like they have cops on the corners. where you're like, it's just safe. And you walk this whole like city block and there's like vendors outside selling food. There's people that are like in front of their house, like cooking up on barbecues, selling like burgers and stuff. It's crazy. It's one of the coolest things I've seen. It's in Statham, Jason Statham. It's in Statham. It's in Statham, Georgia. And we went down there, and Brittany's like, "Hey, you want to get some food?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like these vendors, like it's really dark. You couldn't really see what's in there." And I don't know. But Brittany bought some food anyways, and we're driving home. She's like, "Hey, just pull in McDonald's to get some food." So anyways, it's like my lucky day. I pull into McDonald's. I'm like, "All right, I'm just gonna get some nuggets." And they're like, "All right, sir, you get a free apple pie." And I'm like, "Did you say free?" Heck yeah. Boom. And look, I love it. It's great. But it's kind of like the McDonald's cookies. It's like they changed the recipe just a little bit. It's still great, but that one from the 80s just it like bit different. It just I don't know what it was. It was more fried. It didn't have all the holes. It was more of like a turnover.
Yeah.
And that like what's the lava apple sauce that burns your tongue out of that? Yeah. Nowadays it's kind of got the cuts in it. And it's just not as it's not as fried, honestly. It's more microwaved, and so
it probably is microwaved.
It's still good. It's still good.
No longer counts as a weapon.
I've never liked cheese on apple pie.
Yeah, that's a thing too. So people swear by that, but
yeah, I've always thought it sounded awful. You're ruining the pie.
Yeah.
If you want to throw a scoop of ice cream, that's great, but not cheese.
A la mode, baby.
A la mode.
Yeah.
Edna mode. Yeah. All right. So, all right. So we're back. We're to the George.
No, we're not.
No.
I didn't go to my team. I didn't go to my.
Hey, I keep skipping you. I'm used to being last.
You can skip me starting next week, okay? You can't skip me this week.
I
do have another week.
You because I was last for 2 months, and I don't know why I'm making that excuse. We've done this for 5 years.
Yeah.
But I keep skipping you, which is a normal thing. I accidentally always mess up the order. And my wife goes, "She told me something." I tell her she don't. Yeah, she did. Probably have to. So Andy, you're up. What's your link?
Yeah, my link. We're gonna go. I guess a slightly bit more healthy than the apple pie, but I'm gonna go pretty simple when it comes to this particular thing. There's not very many ingredients on it. But I love it. Kirk, you mentioned anchovies earlier, and anchovies are actually technically a part of this dish too. I'm going with a Caesar salad.
Caesar salad.
Dude, I love a Caesar salad. I love a salad, first of all. But if I'm going to pick, not saying we're ever going to do a Rushmore of salads, I think a Caesar salad has a strong case for the George for me.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Now, chicken Caesar salad for sure, yes. But if I just have a Caesar salad, like if I get it, like I go.
I'm just talking about we do a salad show and you're gonna pick the George. My bet is there's some poultry on there.
What I will say is for the Caesar salad, I can go to Texas Roadhouse and get the side Caesar salad and love it.
Dude, Texas Roadhouse's dressings are so
their dressings are really good. But I love a Caesar salad, man. It's lettuce, croutons, cheese, and Caesar dressing. That's it, right? I mean, it's very simple, but there's something that's just so good about it. What I love is romaine lettuce. And not many people, or I say not many people. I know my wife is not a big fan of that, but I like that crunchy middle piece of the lettuce.
Filled with water.
I love that. I don't know what it is about that, but I love a Caesar salad. Obviously, you can add the chicken. You can do you can go fancy down here and have the shrimp Caesar. You can do whatever, but just a Caesar salad, just plain Caesar salad, with some pepper on. I mean, I love a Caesar salad. That's going to be my link.
I like this. Does the fact that it's using Caesar dressing, does that discount it?
No. Why would I discount it?
Because I mean, it's kind of from anchovies, right? And that kind of how they make it.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, trivia: where was the Caesar salad originated? Where's the first place the Caesar salad was made?
I feel like there's a punchline to this.
No, there isn't. This is actually a fun little trivia, though.
Oh, okay, okay. Where's the Caesar?
Where would you think the
Orig-
Caesar salad originated?
Rome.
Rome, you would think, right? Caesar.
I'm gonna
That's
go with like New Jersey.
No, you're wrong too. It's actually Tijuana, Mexico.
What?
Believe it or not. I know. I was shocked, and it's named Caesar not because of Julius, but because of the guy Caesar who originated it.
Cesar Chavez.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
named after him.
Julio
and
Cesar Chavez.
The
That type of Caesar.
original recipe apparently had tequila in the dressing as well, and when they make it,
On
they
the
made it
Ides of March every year, I eat a Caesar salad.
Well, they would make it.
They chow, all you can eat salad bar and ultimate slices of steak served at your table. Et tu Brutus.
Yeah, but what they would do is they make it at your table, and they would just give you a romaine leaf, like a whole leaf. Like there would be those. They don't chop it up. Look up the original Caesar salad. It's pretty interesting. They still serve it at the same tiny little hole in the road.
So I was just
restaurant
kind of
in
giving
Tijuana.
you grief. I love this pick. I wrestled with if I was going to have a salad, and a house salad. I love that, but I feel it's more of a side. But I mean, I put pie on there, so like I wasn't discounting sides, but I do know that we do have a show in 3 weeks that you're not going to be here, Andy, about Thanksgiving sides. Salad's not one of those. So I kind of thought I was going to put a salad because I'm not going to say it for Thanksgiving. I do have one salad on my Benjamins, and it's not Caesar, but I do love a good Caesar. And you know what makes the Caesar to me? One is if it tastes like you didn't get the dressing out of the wishbone bottle. I love that. I love when the dressings always feel like they're made in-house, at least like fresh. And the second thing is, what kind of croutons are you using? That's a big deal to me. I love a good crouton. I love fried things, right? So like those big deep fried old just crunchy ones, kind of like that you would get at like a good Italian restaurant or something like that. I love those. But this is a good pick. I figured salad would be on the menu. But
this is a nod, and Kirk's going to be the only one, and maybe Patrick Little if you're in here too. Southside Cafe in Slidell, their croutons that are like literally made with bread that they like their homemade. Oh my gosh, I would just eat their croutons. It's crazy.
So good, so good. Still trying to figure out how caprese salad is a salad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if potato salad it can be a salad, and fruit salad can be a salad.
Macaroni salad.
Macaroni salad can be a salad. Why not? So, all right, we're to the George now. And we just got to the George, and it's the first time that we've had salad, so I'm shocked. Hey, so what's your favorite meal, Dave, that is not involving? So what's your favorite meal over the last 10 years that you had?
What I would cook almost every week is a pot pie. Veggie pot pie. Get the crust, put in a cream soup or two, usually a cream potato, cream of onion, and then whatever veggies I feel like putting in. Usually corn and peas. Sometimes onions, sometimes potatoes, sometimes broccoli, whatever I felt like. And I got to the point where I would cook 4 full-size pot pies at once in the oven.
Nice.
The hardest part about making a pot pie is not eating an entire pot pie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
I am
4 at a time to save 2 of them, right?
I am a sucker for a Marie Callender's chicken or turkey pot pie. My goodness, I am a sucker. And I can, even if you took the turkey or the chicken chunks out, I would be sold. I don't know that I've ever had a veggie style pot pie like that without having.
They don't really have those at restaurants or in your frozen section much.
I would probably enjoy that. I love whatever that gravy is that's in those. I love that texture and that it's kind of that saltiness, like almost that brown gravy. I love that kind of style. I'm a fan. I would eat this for sure. And what I love about it on a pot pie is like it's kind of what you said, Andy, with the apple pie, right? The crust matters. Sometimes on an apple pie, you just can't get enough apple sauce on that back part that's just all whatever. And sometimes you just want to avoid it. In a pot pie, you kind of crunch that thing into that gravy and it becomes almost like dipping bread. And I love a good pot pie. I actually saw this one on a list of things, and I didn't pick it because, quite frankly, I've never had a pot pie that didn't involve chicken or turkey.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've had a beef pot pie either, but I love a good chicken or turkey pot pie, especially Marie Callender's. Those are, I mean, they come, you just pop them in the oven real quick, couple minutes, and boom, ready to go. But a good pick. Andy, have you had a vegetable pot pie?
I've not had vegetable pot pie, though I can imagine what it's probably like, and it's probably delicious. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me, it's interesting to see that pie that, I always think of a pot pie as a single serving, right? Like it's just that, and then you got your spoon and you're cracking into it, and it's almost like a soup / pie because you're like using it.
Like eating a soup out of a bread bowl.
It's very much like that. So I do love a pot pie for sure.
Yeah,
I think
it's the whole full size, not like the little salad bowl kind of thing, but a whole dessert pie where you chuck it into a bunch of pieces and serve a bunch of people. It's a giant pot pie.
I love that. I think when we did pies, chicken pot pie for sure made the list. Somebody's list.
Yeah, somebody made the list. Somebody put it on there. I think we did pie with Fat Boy. Maybe.
No, we did. We were supposed to do that.
We did it with Paul.
We were supposed to do it with Chris.
Yeah, and we did it with Paul.
Join in. Yeah.
So, anyways, that might be the last show Paul was on.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. I love this pick. Everything is a single serving if you're brave enough. That's awesome. Kevin, I'm glad you're still hanging around, man.
With the right mentality, you can accomplish anything.
and everything was walking distance if you have enough time, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it'll be my turn.
Yes.
Listen. Right from the jump, this jokingly popped to my mind, and I've stuck with it since the beginning. I tried to figure a way to not put it on here because it was just too me. It was too me. Like Andy, when I say this, you're gonna be like, of course. But I actually ate this last night. And I said, it was after dinner. It was kind of a midnight snack, which that's a segue till next week. We're doing midnight snacks, and this might make it again, honestly, because it was kind of it wasn't a midnight snack. It was more like a shortly after dinner. I'm not done yet, but we don't have any more. I went with it's another sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. Sandwiches and strawberry jam preserve was the pick. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm putting this on because I could eat this for dinner for sure. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Nothing wrong with that, buddy.
There is nothing wrong with the PB&J other than it being on this list. And I get it, strawberry. But how many times, Kirk, have you gone to the produce section to get your strawberries for your strawberry jelly for your PB&J?
I would if that meant I had to eat it that way, for sure.
I guess. I mean, of course, we'll count it because it's your Rushmore.
It's got to be smooth. It's got to be smooth.
It's got to be smooth.
I would even make my own peanut butter I'm in.
I would say this.
Andy again. Well, can I do a wait? Watch this. Can I do a real veteran move? So I'm going to rewind it back. This is still my pick. This is still my pick. But the reason I chose this pick, I kept trying to get it off. I wanted to do a different sandwich. I kept trying to pick a sandwich because sandwiches were it, right? I did the grilled cheese. My wife reminded me, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have 2 sandwiches, right? But I kept thinking, what kind of sandwich? And the sandwich I wanted to put on here, Andy, but I couldn't fathom to do it because the main ingredient is some debris. I was gonna do a French fry po' boy.
There you go.
And the main ingredient that makes the French fry po' boy is roast beef debris.
Yeah.
And it's those little chunks of debris that goes on top. And I was like, nope, I can't do it because if I took the debris off, I don't want the sandwich. And I was like, man, what other sandwich? I was like, no, I'm gonna.
I entertained this idea of the PB&J, but I will say that grape jelly is the route to go. I'm always a grape jelly guy.
I
love strawberry jelly. It's good.
My favorite jelly is apple.
Yeah, that's wild. If
The
you're
apple
gonna do
butter. Yeah.
apple PB&J.
I love apple jelly because, Andy, you know how sometimes you would get certain things that you don't get anymore, and it just is real nostalgic. There was a time in my life where like I begged my parents to get it, and they would get it. You know, you get those little cups. That's the only time you'd ever get that apple jelly is whenever you get wild berry, grape, and you get the apple. You're like, oh, let me try that, and I would like it. I begged my parents for it. But for years, you don't get apple anymore. And so whenever I get apple jelly, I feel like I'm a kid again. I'm like, oh, this is that. But apple's my go-to.
On a
But
PB&J?
my wife only buys strawberry and grape. She never buys apple. I have to like put in a special request to the boss for that.
Yeah.
But
I'm a grape jelly guy, but
took him down one second.
not turning down strawberry jelly for sure. But
now we've talked about this in ways to eat peanut butter. I'm a 50-50 minimum.
oh yeah, ratio matters.
Minimum. It's 50-50 minimum. If anything, it's leaning more 60-40 peanut butter. We're never the other way. 60-40 jelly. My daughter, on the other hand, is like 75-25 jelly. I can't.
You know what's an atrocity, though, and I think no matter where you stand on the ratio spectrum debate, what an atrocity is that Goober's one that has it mixed together. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that they mix together when I make it, but let me do that.
To go back, did you really eat? I love that.
That's true. That was a haiku.
If you eat a snack exactly at midnight, your body doesn't know if the calories go on today or tomorrow, so they don't count. At the farmer's market, I sometimes pick up a jar of strawberry jalapeno.
Now that sounds delicious. Strawberry jalapeno jelly.
I like a spicy jelly. I like
a pepper jelly? A pepper jelly is really good. I would never put pepper jelly on my PB&J, though, but I do like a pepper.
It's a cracker thing.
Cream cheese and a cracker.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Another jelly I like a lot is peach jelly. I don't get it very often.
Now,
my wife and I were talking today. I don't like peaches that much. There's only one thing in the world that I would really prefer peaches in, or on, or as.
I prefer peaches in Super Mario 2.
Right,
I mean, Peach is the best character to be.
We were on Princess Peach's show the other day. And we were on her show. She's a Christian, and she had us on chatting. Andy got him a little short about how to hang out with kids, and whatever. So, yeah. All right. Well, peaches for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful peaches. Peaches for free. Andy, finish us off.
Yeah. So love that pick. I'll just say this too. We used to make blackberry jelly with my grandpa.
Ooh.
That is delicious.
You made it?
But he had a blackberry bush and he would make the jelly. Like it was legit. Yeah. So really good
I'm
stuff.
very surprised this game is 7-7 at half.
Well, there you go. Yeah, well, Denver wins games in the most crazy way in the last 15 seconds of every game. That's just how they've been playing all season. So it'll be 13-12 the final score. It'll be something ugly like that, like some weird score.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
go ahead.
My George, man, I thought you may steal this from me.
They were by a man. I love it.
Yeah.
Who sings that song?
Presidents of the United States of America.
Yes. Yes,
I
President of the
love
United
that.
States.
They also did the theme song for George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser. So
Did they really?
They really did.
That's a good trivia.
And they
Anyway,
also covered a song by my favorite band, Its Redeeming Qualities.
yeah. What song was that?
More Bad Times.
Okay, I know 3 songs, believe it or not, from Presidents of the United States of America. Because then they have Lump.
Yeah,
She's Lump.
Oh.
She's Lump. She's Lump.
And Kitty.
And then the Weird Al version, he's Gump. The Weird Al Yankovic version, he's Gump. He's Gump. He's Gump. Anyways, but I digress. Let's get to the George. I thought this may be a Crushmore. I thought you were almost going there, and you almost toyed around with the idea. But it is not a main dish. Although there have been, I'm almost ashamed to say how many times I've made this a main dish in my 36 years of life. I'm going to go very simple.
Really?
I'm going the French fry. The French fry is the George. If I think about it, if I really take a step back and I look at what vegetable do I eat the most, it's potatoes. What form of the potato do I eat the most? It's been a French fry. It's absolutely a French fry. It is. I will make a meal out of this, and I'll just eat straight French fries, right? Obviously, fast food places, but wherever you could do the curly fries, you could do any kind of version of the fry that you like.
We need to do a French fry Rushmore. There's
a hierarchy when it comes to these things, but I'll say this: you can add the cheese, you can add the bacon, you can load up them, but this is the absolute best one. I'm going with the root vegetable, the potato, and I'm going French fries. It's
really, I didn't know that. They also did the Drew Carey theme song.
True, they did Cleveland Rocks. I forgot. Man, look at the presents.
Which, Dave, you kind of resemble Drew a little bit.
Well, in the belly, I certainly do.
Oh, no, because you went 10 years on vegan. You don't. No, I don't think so.
I was on stage with him.
More new.
Fox
He's lost a lot of weight.
Fox approves of the French fry. He nods and
approves. Nod and approve. Hey, I actually thought about the French fry, but you said I've definitely had apple pie more times for dinner than I've had a French fry for dinner.
Oh, I've 100% had French fries for dinner.
Now, I will say this. One thing about a good French fry, they never make it home.
Yeah.
They never make it home. I love French fries with ketchup. I do love to dip.
And that's vegetable on vegetable.
Actually, I love to dip my French fries into whatever sauce I have. If I'm at Chick-fil-A, it's Polynesian, whatever. But for whatever reason, when I'm driving, I need no sauce. And those things are gone before I make them.
Okay, so when we talk about fry to sauce, the 1-2 punch, there is something about a McDonald's fry in that ketchup. It's classic, it's standard, it's great. At its peak, it's probably the best one that's out there. But Kirk, again, you know this, Patrick, and the Kevin, you may even know this too. But that Smalls French fry, waffle fry.
Kevin knows. I brought Kevin.
The small, or in the queso, you dip that waffle fry, Cajun waffle fry in the queso, lights out, baby.
Hey, guess
lights
what?
Out.
Andy, guess what? My daughter moved down to Tallahassee. She drove the other day. She actually sent it to me. And I'm about to show it to you. So she was driving, like, I don't know where she was driving or where it's at, but it's around her house somewhere. But she sent it to me, and I was like, no way. But look, here it goes.
Yes, that's beautiful. Didn't you have one that was supposed to open?
They just built a Smalls by her house.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That's so dangerous.
There's
supposed to be like 5 built over here somewhere, and they're supposed to be more towards Atlanta. I got to check in and see if they're done. I might actually have to take a ride sometime. Because it is definitely my favorite fast food place now.
Yeah.
Andy, speaking of ketchup, I went to Whataburger the other day.
Okay.
Tried the patty melt. It was good. It's still not as great as I think everybody thinks it is. It's good, but I don't have it way up on the mountain.
Okay.
Just saying.
Now,
I had it the other day. The spicy
Dylan
ketchup
Thibodeau
is something.
has
I love
skewed
the
the
spicy
numbers.
ketchup. I do love
Dylan
the
Thibodeau has skewed the numbers on Whataburger, I would say, to be fair. He's skewed it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
it's good. It's good.
it
It's
is-
just I don't know that it's
if I was not on
Dave
keto,
Lusko's driving 4 states over to get it. I don't
I don't know
get
about that. I don't know about that.
I love the frozen rally fries, Dave says. Dipping fries into queso is yummy. That's the big thing at Smalls. And so the Audubon Zoo has a shrimp poutine, which is awesome on fries. And oh my goodness, you are so right, Patrick. All right, well, that is our show for today. But the good news is we are jumping into our second round. And our second round, we call them all about the Benjamins. Talking about Smalls, Andy, did you see we are getting a 7 brew on Gauze where Arby's was? I love Arby's.
It's gone.
That's
no more squirrel nuggets.
I love Arby's, just mainly for the fries and the bacon cheddar. But hey, let's get into this. All about the Benjamins. So, all about the Benjamins is our honorable mention. And if you've been around here long enough, you know basically what we're going to do is we're going to draft like fantasy football style. Hopefully, I draft better than my fantasy teams. We are going to draft what's left. And there's a lot of things left. And I don't think Dave is going to have a problem here. I might have a problem because I did have French fry hanging out there. I did have veggie pizza hanging out there. Some of my big dogs that I hope to get in this second round are gone. I do have my soup left, so we'll see. We'll see where this lands. So, Andy, are you playing music?
Yeah, I can't hear it on my end. I figure I'd try it out for the Benjamins. You know, throw a little lo-fi on.
I like it. I like it. All right, so Dave,
volume level.
Dave, you're up. It's low. It's low.
Okay, it's good.
It's perfect. Like it's just undertoned.
Perfect.
Dave, you're up first. We can't pick anything we picked. I know you want to pick peanut butter and jelly, but it's over. You missed out. So you're up. What's your first pick of the draft? So you're going to go first. I'm second. Andy's third, but Andy then goes first, second, third, the other way. Then first, second, third. So that means you get the first pick, the last pick, and then you get back-to-back picks in the middle. Who's your first pick of the draft?
I've only got 12 bennies to pick from, so I'm going to start with the pierogi.
Oh, nice.
If you're not familiar with pierogi, it's like a ravioli that is filled with mashed potatoes.
Nice.
And usually onions and or onion flavor.
I like this.
At least.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I like this. I'm here for this one. I am definitely here for this one. And listen, Dave, in this round, one of the good things is that you don't have to put these in order necessarily. You're trying to build the best list. So, like my pick here, this one I could probably save till later, but I'd be worried that this might get snatched up. So I'm going to come in hot with my second dessert, and the only way you should eat peaches, and that is peach cobbler. And that is it. There's period, the end. Peach
cobbler was on my Benny list.
That's
my God, I love peach cobbler.
Yeah, this is good.
And Dave, was that gonna be your one when we were talking about not doing pie? You said if cobbler doesn't count as pie.
Yeah,
is
I wasn't sure if cobbler counted as a pie. But yeah, if I'm going for a cobbler, peach is not.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it's a crumbled, it's a mess of a pie slammed with no whatever. But Andy, you're up. You get back-to-back picks.
All right, you ready for an Andy pick? You had a Kirk pick. I get an Andy pick.
Yeah, I'm ready for PB&J.
This one is technically a fruit, although what the part that I'm talking about isn't the fruit. It's the seed of the fruit. And it's not even really a dish or a food. But I'm going with what I have to have at least twice a day. Give me a cup of coffee. That's where I'm going for my pick here. Give me a cup of coffee. It's the seed of the fruit, produce, I mean, I would consider coffee beans produce, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna go coffee.
I guess.
Listen, if you can put PB and J on yours, I can put coffee on.
It's on my. Hey, listen, it was on my list if I needed it.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm not hate.
out of all of these, this is what I have consumed the most of. Is my first Benjamin. So, I'm gonna go coffee, and then
I mean, I at least have one a day. I usually have 2 or 3.
Yeah. And my second one on my list is, dude, I'm going back to the Mexican restaurant. What do we all have to have? Chips and salsa. Chips and salsa for my next pick. Salsa, tomatoes, all the vegetables that you put in there. Chips,
think about this
corn.
one. There have been times where the wife and I have gone to a restaurant, ate chips and salsa, had some drinks. This is BC. Just left. We didn't eat. Did I click out for a second? Anyways,
Oh, you're
for whatever reason, I'm losing. All right, so it's my turn. My turn. Yeah, I was jumping in and out. I was waiting. I was pausing. Can you hear me now?
I got you. Yeah.
All right, so my next pick, I'm going to save my soup again because I think this one might be something that might not make it back potentially. Well, it might make it back this round. I don't know that it'll make it back again. I don't know. It could be probably saved for the end, but I think this one has the best chance to get drafted. I'm going to go with egg rolls for my next pick.
I love that. With a little duck sauce or spicy mustard. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it's at.
I love a good
All right,
egg
Dave,
roll.
you're going to get
I love a good egg
back-to-back
roll.
picks.
Yeah, like even like Southwest egg rolls at like Chili's, any egg rolls, man. I love egg rolls. Good pick. All right, Dave, you get 2.
Yep. Quesadilla.
Oh.
Whether it's just a cheese or whether it's there's a veggie quesadilla at the restaurant that I really love. It's onions, peppers, and mushrooms.
Nice.
And, oh my gosh, it is so good.
So I love this pick. I mentioned it earlier about the quesadilla. You were vegan, so that means you didn't do eggs or cheese or any of that stuff. I don't. Gosh, cheese.
At home, when I'm cooking for myself, I was vegan, but when I was eating out, I relaxed it a bit to be just vegetarian.
Yeah, I will say this: eggs, cheese, and peanut butter are 3 things that I don't know I could ever go without. I just love all 3 of those so much: eggs, cheese, and peanut butter. All right, so you need to get one more pick.
Yep. This is one I had not had until getting married. It is broccoli cornbread.
Oh.
And oh my goodness, it is yummy. I could eat that as a meal. I could eat, half the casserole dish.
Nice.
Hey, so look, I am toying with the idea of doing the Rushmore of recipes. This sounds like one that needs to be in the Rushmore recipes book. I want to try this.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
Broccoli cornbread. That sounds good.
Especially if it's if it's something that your wife is throwing up. Hey, so all right, I'm gonna come in here with the soup. I'll finally land it. I'm gonna land this plane. The best soup, my favorite soup. My wife makes it, and actually, you can crumble a little bacon on it. You can do it without, but I'm gonna go with a good old baked potato cauliflower soup.
Baked potato cauliflower soup.
So,
I had potato soup as one of my many options, but I've never tried it with cauliflower.
Baked. Yeah, it's a loaded baked potato. Basically, your cheese, your sour cream. Again, you can put bacon, you can put chives, whatever. But it's the base is cauliflower and potato. It's so good.
I love that. All right, I get back-to-back picks now. We're going down under, but not technically. Give me that bloomin' onion. Bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse is crazy. Especially the sauce, everything about that. It's deep fried. It just looks awesome when it comes to your table. You have the envy of everyone else in Outback when you get a bloomin' onion that gets brought to your table. I love a bloomin' onion. Kirk, are you here? You look like you're breaking up, or maybe it's me. I don't know.
No, I got you. Kirk looks frozen. Yeah.
Kirk was frozen in suspense.
I am breaking up tremendously. So if you can hear me,
Yeah, I got you.
I am breaking up pretty badly. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, Bloomin' Onion, and then my last pick. To me, it's not a tailgate without some of these things there, or a party. I don't know. He left us. But my final pick of my Benjamins is going to be a jalapeno popper. A jalapeno popper. That jalapeno with the cream cheese. You can add the bacon. Obviously, that's an option on there. But if we're going just produce, I could do the jalapeno popper without the bacon, and that's fine too. So jalapeno poppers are gonna finish off my list. Did I take it?
Dude, I logged out, logged in just to hear you say it. That was my next one. Dang it.
Dude, the tailgate is not the same without a jalapeno popper.
Poppers. I love them with bacon, to be honest.
Kirk, you're freezing again a little bit.
He's gonna pick. Let's guess what he's gonna pick. I don't know what's happening with his. This is the joy of live TV, people.
It's bad.
All right, Kirk.
Hey, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Right now we can.
There
All
it
right.
was.
I'm gonna go. You can hear me right now?
In and out.
Dave, you go.
Okay. My last one is going to be what I had for lunch today, and my first introduction of fruit, a smoothie.
A smoothie?
Yeah.
Nice.
I made a
think about smoothie.
strawberry, blackberry, banana smoothie today with a dash of pineapple.
I didn't even think to talk about smoothies, but that is a great pick because you could do vegetables in the smoothies too.
Yeah.
Not that I'm doing that, but I mean, everybody's on that kale and whatever stuff they could do. But man, my problem with smoothies is, and really it's my problem with produce, is that it's so expensive, or it can be. So, if there's smart ways to shop and everything, but when it comes to fruit, they can get expensive. I know that obviously the health benefits outweigh the financial downfalls of it. But even like going to a Smoothie King or a place like that, the amount you pay for a smoothie is wild.
Yeah.
But good pick. All right, Kirk, are you able to speak? Kirk may need to send in his last pick.
What's going on?
All right, guys. Well, Kirk. Oh, there it is. He put it in there. My pick is strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Nice.
Shortcake is quite yummy. But
I didn't think we were talking about 80s cartoons, but I stand corrected. I didn't know we could throw those out there too. No, this is a good pick. Strawberry shortcake. Way to go. Especially if you've got like that sauce, like the strawberries are like cooked down and they have.
Can you hear me now?
Feel. I heard you just now.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Cool. So the jalapeno pop. And then my pick was going to be a smoothie. And so you took them both. And so strawberry shortcake was next on the list. My wife told me I had to do it.
I love it.
So there you go.
Dave is a veteran because he put some other bennies I didn't get to.
So Andy, I know Andy, why don't you close us down since my internet's going crazy?
We'll close this down.
Yep.
All right, so Dave is a veteran. Real quick before we close out, he has some other bennies he didn't get to mention: potato soup, French onion soup, veggie fried rice, potato pancake, stuffed shells of spinach, and rice stuffed peppers. I did think about the stuffed bell peppers kind of deal, and I also thought to add in a fruit. When you go to a Thai restaurant and you get that pineapple fried rice that's served in the pineapple.
Jack talk Thai.
That's really good stuff. So, yeah, guys. Hey, look, thank you guys for all the 10s plus that have joined us all night. Thank you all, Religious Fanboy. Thank you, Barry. Gosh, everybody who's been in the chat. Patrick, Papa Bear. I saw you came in late. Kevin, Fox, Tracy.
Oh man, I didn't get to say hello to Papa Bear.
Yeah, so thank you guys, everybody who joined us in the chat tonight, and I'm sure I missed plenty of people there too. We appreciate you being here. Dave, thank you for being here. Hey, I'm going to give you a spot here for just a second to end us out. Let them know, everybody who's still here, who maybe didn't hear before, where they can find your content or things that you put out there. I know you put out a link earlier about one of the groups that you're with. So take the floor. Let us know what you got going on and where people can find you.
Sure thing. You can catch my personal blog at davemattingly.net, and soon a podcast about sewing, about me learning how to sew from my expert wife, called Sew Bald, S-E-W Bald.
Nice. That's awesome. That's sounds fun and interesting for sure. So, man, thank you guys. Kirk, it looks like I can see you moving right now. So it looks like you're back to your normal self.
Hey, I'm back from outer space. Sewbald.com. I love that. I don't know what's going on the internet. People must be playing around and downstairs and doing whatever. But yeah, what I was going to say, if you can still hear me, is you took my jalapeno popper pick, and then Dave took my smoothie pick. So I landed the plane on strawberry shortcake. My wife told that would have been her. I appreciate all you guys being here. Love all y'all. Dave, can't wait to have you on again. Let's get movie TV again. I know you love music. Come on back. Andy, shut us down.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, I won't be here for the next 2 weeks, and then we're off the week after that. So I won't see you guys
that
on the
too.
Rushmore Show until December.
Your doppelganger will be here, though.
Yeah. I will see you guys again in December.
Oh, and by the way, the last episode of the year, Andy, is our 200th anniversary. It's our 200th
episode. 200, not 200th anniversary. That'd be wild. We're starting to get to Methuselah numbers.
I was being silly. I was being very silly. Yeah, 200 episodes.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, man. I'm excited for that. And we'll be starting year 5. A lot of really cool stuff on the
200th anniversary would be crazy.
Yeah, it would. It would. So,
since 1776.
I'll see you guys in December. You guys will see Kirk and some other friends for the next couple weeks. Be praying for our team in Argentina. I'll share all about the food that we ate while we're
speaking
out
of that,
there.
let's pray real quick. Hey. Let's pray. We got to pray. Lord, I just thank you for all the amazing people. I would love to pray for Javier, for strength, for whatever he's going through. He's going through new endeavors as he is someone that is dealing with some medical issues. Give him strength to keep going. He is a geek preacher as well. Lord, give him all the strength to do the things he needs to do. I pray for Derek and his wife as they go through treatments continuously. And I pray for Bryce as he has to swat off the idiots in his show all the time. I pray for him that he stays strong in the Lord. And last but not least, and certainly not least, I pray for Andy and his week and a half, 2 weeks in Argentina, helping reach the lost down south, and praying for each and every one, help building churches and doing amazing work. Lord, we just love you and thank you. Give them a safe trip there and back in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Well, Dave, thanks for joining us tonight. Kirk, you want to Kirk, you want to close us down? I think he's delayed.
Just like a food
Well-
episode, you put him when his mouth was full.
I'm really delayed. But everybody, I love you guys. We'll see you guys.
All right, well, let's close it out. Dave, thank you. This is the Rushmore Show where it's all about your top 4.
And nothing more.
Peace. Let's hold it until Kirk can hear me say this.